I think I've done it. Um, we'll wait and see anyway. I can see me, so hopefully anybody joining can also see and hear me. If you can, press like or give us a wave or whatever. Um, so I hope you are all really enjoying this lovely sunshine on this bank holiday on a Friday VA day. Um, and I hope that you've all got lovely things planned. And we're going to have afternoon tea in the garden later after I've done this. I can see that there's two people watching. Can you let us know if you can hear us by pressing the like or something like that? Oh, fab. Hi, Alison. Oh, great. Thanks very much. At least I know that you can hear us because, as I said before, I'm absolutely rubbish with technology. Right then, so what's made us do this Facebook Live? Well, first of all, thank you everybody who commented on the last one. It meant so much. It really did, boost my confidence that little bit because I was a bit nervous. And I've had quite a few people asking us about what distance healing is. It's something that I've been working on for a while. I've been training in energy healing for a while as well. But obviously, with energy healing, tends to be when the person's in front of you, and obviously because of the current circumstances. Hi, Sophie. We're not able to do that. And when I was learning to do energy healing, we also were shown how to do distance healing. And that obviously is done, as it says on the tin, from a distance. And the amount of space between you and the person receiving the healing is unimportant. It doesn't matter. I could do it on the other side of the world. So how healing works is there's lots of kind of different ways of working with energy. It's what I'm doing through this channeled energy healing is different from Reiki. Reiki still works with energy healing and stuff, but that's got lot more structure, and it's similar principles, but it's a lot more structured. And Reiki's pretty much a way of life. It's not just something you kind of pick up and put back down again. It just becomes who you are. Although I am training in Reiki, that is not the same as what I'm offering. So distance healing, so healing in itself. So we're all made up of energy. We have energy centers that run from the top of our head here down to the base of our spine, which are called chakras. Some of you might be well aware of what they are, and they kind of regulate various parts of your physical, emotional, spiritual well-being, all that type of thing. And when they're not working properly, it can cause a lot of energy blockages, or things might be really sluggish or might slow down. So what energy healing does is kind of get rid of the negative energy that's around your energetic field. It works on those chakras to make sure that energy is flowing correctly in the right way, to make sure that you're getting, I suppose, living your best life, I suppose, in one respect. So when you are with an energy healer, they either physically put their hands on you, or they just kind of hover there and their hands above you. And how we do that is I'm a bit all over the place because I haven't properly prepped for this, so please apologise, just stick with us. I do tend to ramble a little bit as well. So me being an energy healer, what that is that I don't possess any magical powers or anything. What I've done is I've learned to I suppose attach myself, to engage myself with the various sources of energy that have healing powers. That comes through me and out towards the person who's being healed. If you're in front of us, I would do either hands-on or just hands hovering just above and working through all your chakras, and using that energy. I can feel it coming through, like my fingertips really tingle sometimes right the way up my arms. I really feel like almost like a magnetic pull to various parts of where needs the most healing. when I do it from a distance, I suppose even in front of you, I ask for the healing to be sent to you in what's called perfect healing. What that means, what it doesn't mean is that it's flawless. Well, I suppose in some degrees it does. What it means is it's perfect for you. It's not what I think you should have. It's not what you think you should have. It's what the healing energy believes that you need. So the reason why we get these energy blockages can be from a number of different reasons. It can be, it's usually through trauma and all that type of stuff. Now, that can be something from your past, something that's currently happening. It can be something that you've possibly brought through with you from a previous life. And it could be healing that's going to be there to prepare you for something that's to come. Because we all know life does chuck traumatic things at us as we go through it. So that's what the energy is all about. That's what the healing's all about. So when I do it from a distance, for me, I find, and energy healers work differently. I find for me, it works best if you're in a place where you can just relax. That doesn't have to happen. That can send energy even if you're on the go. But for me personally, I find that I can get a much better connection with your energy when you are relaxed. So what I do is I connect with the energy sources. I then kind of, go into my energy state, and I ask you, set the intention as well that this is going to work, that I'm going to send you energy, it's going to work on whatever it needs to be worked on, and so be it. So I, like I say, go into my energy state, gather the energy, set the intention, and I also in my mind's eye asked your energy to allow me to connect with it and allow me to work with it. And then I work through, like I say, each of the different chakras. Either some of them are too open, some are too closed, some are too what I call fizzy, like all over the place. Some are quite sluggish, and I try to get them all working in alignment and at the right kind of rate, like pace, whatever you want to call it. So when you receive the energy, the healing, sorry. Hi, Hazel. When you receive the energy healing, again, it affects different people in different ways. Some people don't feel anything at all, and that's fine. Some people might feel a bit like, I did some healing with a client yesterday or the day before. She said she felt really tingly. So it affects different people in different ways. Like I say, when I first started doing it, I didn't feel a thing. I'm like lying there thinking, well, is that a little bit of a tingle? Do I feel a little bit warm there? Didn't really think anything of it. And again, after the healing as well, some people still don't feel anything. And again, that's absolutely fine, but just trust that it's working. So again, when I first started having healing, I was like, well, yeah, I feel all right, nothing major. And it wasn't until a week later when I went back to the energy class where I was learning to do it. And I thought, do you know what? Nothing's phased me at all week. And that was like a massive eye opener for me, because, I had quite a job that was quite emotionally demanding and stuff. I thought, no, nothing's phased me at all. At home, at work, anywhere. So and I believe that was down to the healing that I'd received during the class that I was taking. And the more that I was giving and receiving healing, the more chilled I felt, the more I felt I was able to just take on whatever was happening. And even people around us were starting to notice that, you seem a lot more chill these days, Donna. I'm like, well, it's down to energy healing. So anyway, there I go off on a tangent. So it affects different people in different ways, but like I say, just trust that it's happening, trust that it's working, because I promise you it is. But you can ask for specific healing for specific things. Say if you had, say, sore knees and you wanted healing for your knees, I tend to not do that, because I believe that a lot of physical pain has a different root. Like, I believe that people who've got painful knees, that might stem back from having a lot of emotional baggage, like carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So if you think about, if you're carrying a lot of heavy stuff on your shoulders, you're going to feel it in your knees, aren't you? Or your lower back. So I will work on specific areas if really, really wanted, but I still send the intention of giving the perfect healing for that person, because the energy in the healing knows where it needs to go. So it might be something completely different. It might be something to do with your heart chakra that's affecting your knees. It's all connected, but just trust that it's working. So getting on to a bit more about what I do with energy healing as well. For me, I'm quite a logical thinker, even though I do all this stuff. And I was like, I don't feel comfortable charging someone for doing this crazy stuff when they're not in the same room. For me, I need something more tangible, right? I need to know that something's happened somewhere. And even if that's just that person's been sat in front of me, waving their hands above us, whatever, at least I know that's been happening. I might not feel anything from it, but I know it's been happening. Because what I was worried about was that if I started charging for distance healing, that people might be lying there, being all relaxed, and I'm sitting watching Coronation Street or something and being like, right, cheers, thanks for your money, I'm away. So I just thought, I can't do that. I can't charge for that. So my team, my spirit team, then decided that they would give me the ability to read people's energies psychically. So what that means for me is that as I'm working through chakras, I tend to pick up through reading your energy, your auric field psychically, things that might have contributed to the fact that certain chakras are blocked or aren't working properly. I don't know what that little laugh is about from Sophie, but because comments come up late, so I do apologise. I'm not sure what that laugh's about. So yeah, anyway, so as I'm reading through your, as I'm working through your chakras healing them, I pick up psychically information from your energy field. Anything that happens to you throughout your life sits in your energy field, and I can read that psychically. You might have been, I don't know if any of you have ever been and had a reading from a medium or a psychic medium, because there's a difference between the two. And they tell you all this stuff about things that you already kind of know about yourself. That's a psychic reading. Psychic readings is when you connect into the person. When I'm reading someone psychically, I tend to lean into them because I'm reading their auric field, the whatever's going on around them. But when I connect spiritually to the spirit world, it comes from behind. And it's hard to describe. When I try to describe this, I think it's like trying to describe if somebody says to you, how do you breathe? I'm like, oh, I don't really know how to explain that. So I'm trying my best to explain how this works. So psychic and mediums are very different. Some do both, which is fantastic. So when I'm reading you psychically, I read stuff that's gone on or going on that's having an impact on your chakras and how that energy is flowing. So that makes me feel a lot more comfortable when I'm working with people now, because after I've done the healing, I then give them a report of everything that I've found. So then for me, it lets them know that I have actually been doing something. I have been investing that time in them. It's a lot more tangible. You can relate to it. You've got evidence there in the report that I send. So that's how I do the healing. Not everybody does that, and that's okay. Everybody's got their different way of working. I know that freaks some people out a little bit because they're like, oh, what will she say? What will she pick up? Trust that I genuinely believe, and I trust with my whole heart, that your soul and your energy will not let me see anything that you wouldn't be comfortable with or you wouldn't be okay with. I'm not going to go in there rooting around looking for your deepest, darkest secrets. That's just not how I work. I couldn't anyway. I'll only be allowed to see what you're comfortable with me seeing. Sometimes I do pick up some messages from loved ones who have passed us over as well, but that's not a really strong energy or presence for me at the moment. It is something that I'm working on, but I wouldn't claim to be a great medium or anything like that. So I do offer healing, and I pick up a lot of psychic information during that, which contributes to why you might be feeling the way that you are, what's making your energy all off. And then that's how I work, and that's what I work with. If anybody's got any questions, please ask, because I don't know if I've covered everything. Oh yeah, another thing with energy healing, it's great to have it. It's great to have, a session or whatever, but it's better if it's repeated, and that's not just me trying to be a bit of a money maker. Like if you've got, like, say, if you've really injured your back or whatever, you wouldn't go to a physio, have one session, and then it'd be fixed. It takes time for things to heal. That goes for your spiritual energy, your physical energy, whatever, your emotional energy. It takes time. It takes repeated sessions. But please have a go and see what you think. I have decided to start charging now, because I feel more comfortable with that, because I feel like I can tangibly give you something more physical. So that I've been doing that work with you. I've had a couple of reviews as well on the page, so you can kind of see what impact that has on people who've had the energy healing, and let us know if you would like to have a go. Like I say, any questions about it at all, please do get in touch. It's nothing to be scared of. I know that some people might be think it's a bit weird and a bit woo, but please just ask. I'm happy to answer any questions, and if I don't know the answer, I'll find you the answer. And thanks again, everybody who's joined the Sunday group. If you want to join that, the link's further down in the page, and we will be. I'll be doing a live at 10:30 on Sunday morning for a meditation, and but this video and the video from the group will stay up all of the time for anybody that wants to come back and revisit it. So yeah, thanks for taking your time out this beautiful day today and listening again. I really appreciate it. So I'll catch you all soon, and like I say, any questions, just give us a shout. Thanks, bye.